So we're gonna start down on all fours with just a cat-cow. So come down to your knees, separate them just a little bit, put them right underneath your hips. Put your hands directly under your shoulders. And I'm just gonna exhale to curl the two tails of my spine, that's my ponytail and my booty tail, while lifting up the tummy. And then change my breath to go the other direction. And try not to bring your chin up too much. You don't want to cramp up the back of your neck. You just want to keep it nice and long. Using the abdominals to shift the spine. Let's do it 5 times. Follow your breath. Especially as I go into this extension, I want to try and pull my shoulders back, down to my hips, and then try to keep them down as I curl. And this will be the last one. Now bring yourself back to a neutral spine or kind of a flat back. Try not to hang too much in the back. Lift it up. And let's wag our tail side to side. Let's wag it to the right and try to look at your tail to the right. And wag it to the left and look left. And let's just wag back and forth here. 3 more times. Last time each side. All right, and just sit back in a child's pose or a rest position. Thanks for joining us, Stella. I'm gonna clasp my hands together and reach them out on the mat and just sink down. Bring your knees nice and wide and let your pelvis tip forward. And just reach forward. And then walk your hands over one direction to the right. Find the opposite hip reaching away. And take a breath there. A little side stretch. And let's walk our hands the other direction. And let's come back center. We're gonna go into a downward dog. So just flip your toes under and then straighten your legs. I'm gonna bring my feet mat width and just press back. Try to stretch that back chain of your legs. Hold your down dog for 2 more breaths. I got someone in the waiting room. Hello. All right. And now let's come out of your down dog and lie on your back. If you have a chair, you can put your feet on the seat, or you can just leave them on the mat, bent with your feet flat, whatever you like today. And let's just take a moment of spinal awareness. I'm gonna try with each inhale to picture the vertebrae just pulling apart a little bit. And then as you exhale, use your abdominals to hold that distance. Let's take 2 more spinal awareness breaths. Try to relax that neck and jaw, let your chest fall open. Last one. Now to keep your head on the ground, let's just do some head nods. So pull your chin down towards the mat to lengthen the back of your neck. You might feel that your ribs want to pop forward, so try to resist that urge. And then just slightly lift your chin, creating space in the front of your throat. And let's go back and forth a couple more times. Nod your head down and up. Last time, down and up. A tiny little move. Just bring your hands behind your head now, and we'll do some neck curls. We always got to get a little bit of abs in, don't we? All right, so I want you to think of it not as a tight curl, but as a pulling away. So put your hands under that little divot in the back of your skull and actually use your hands to pull your head away. Take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, flatten and shorten the abdominals, look at your navel, and then lengthen back down, pull your head out more. We're gonna do that 5 more times. Inhale to prepare, exhale, nod and curl up, and lengthen down. And curl up, and lengthen down. And up, look at your navel. Lengthen down, last 2. Last 1. All right, we're gonna go into some good old Pilates ribcage arm. Bring your hands just up to the ceiling, over your shoulders, with all your fingers together. Feel your arms really planted into the shoulder joint, almost like the armpit is gonna pull to your hip, pulling down. And let's just reach down, pulling the armpits to the hips, arms long and strong, and then reach back, using your powerhouse to keep your back from arching. And let's go with the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Just 2 more, in and out. Last one, in and out. Now let's go into a shoulder bridge. I'm gonna scoot myself a little closer, too far. And I'm gonna have my feet flexed with my toes facing the ceiling. And again, it's a lengthening of the spine. Curl your tail, press your low back down. Still reaching my fingers long and lift up into your bridge. If your feet are up high, you can really feel this articulation. First, I'm gonna press here, and then here, and then here. And try to go down bone by bone. Just 1 more bridge for prep. Reach it long. Stretch your bones apart. And sink into your waist to come down. Bring your arms up. Let's put the 2 together. In Pilates, this is called breathing. We're going to expand our lung capacity. All right. We inhale, press the arms down and lift the hips. Grow the breath, reach longer, and then exhale, roll down bone by bone. Arms come back to the ceiling. 3 more times. Inhale up. Grow the breath. Exhale down. Every bit of air out of your lungs. And inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Who needs a hamstring stretch? Me. Just reach those heels up to the ceiling. I'm gonna let 2 more people into the room. Take a stretch there. Hi, Rose. Lie on your mat. All right. If you have a chair that you can put your feet on, super duper. Otherwise, just bring your legs to tabletop. And we're gonna go into a knee sway. I want you to keep your knees and ankles glued together. So when you go to the side, your knees don't separate. They stay together, all right? Again, inhale to prepare, exhale to twist. And then inhale, come center using the abdominals. And exhale over. And inhale up. And exhale over. The nice thing about the chair is your knees can go further than they can if you're on the ground. You've got a lot of lumbar flexibility. And last time each side, exhale to twist. And inhale up. And exhale to twist. And inhale up. All right, let's come up to sitting. So you can just put your feet down. You can roll to one side to sit up or walk your hands up. Sophia, you have to tease her up because I know you're there. And turn around. All right, let's sit. Now let's put our hands on the seat and just do some scapula glides. So you can also do this on a wall, standing. It's gonna be a tiny move. And we're just gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back and pull your chest through. And then push your chest away and glide your shoulder blades apart in the back. Really push away. And let's go 3 more times. Squeeze them together. Separate them. And squeeze them together. And separate them. Last time, squeeze them together. And separate them. I'm gonna bring my right foot forward and just go into a lunge. So slide your left knee back. Just your regular lunge. The more you tip your pelvis forward, the more of a stretch you'll get in the hip flexor on your extended leg. And then let's rock back on your heel. And just reach forward, stretch that hammy. A flexed foot will give you more stretch. And come back up onto your knee. My left knee is down, so I'm gonna raise my left arm and I'm gonna bend towards my right. All right, and let's switch sides. Bring your left foot onto the floor and your right knee behind you. Slide your right knee back. Try to keep your pelvis upright to get the most stretch in your hip flexor. And now sit back on your heel. Flex that foot. And even though I'm leaning forward, I'm lifting my tummy away from my leg. And now let's rock forward again, back up onto the right knee, raise your right arm, and bend towards the left. All right, hands on the seat. Come up to standing. So again, if you're not using a chair, just put your foot on the floor. But here we just have a little more height. So I'm trying to keep my back heel down, my hips square. That's just a bigger stretch. Also, you can lift your arms and go into extension if you like. And come down. I'm gonna do a little figure 4 stretch here. Walk closer to your seat. Open that knee out to the side. I think you can see what I'm doing. Just going this way with my foot on the seat. And then lean forward over that leg. Keep your abs engaged. All right, let's do the other leg. Left foot on the seat. I'll hop my right foot back. Just find a place where I can get my heel down, my hips square. I'm gonna go into a little extension. All right. I'll turn my chair now. No, let's do one more. If you have a chair, sit on it. Otherwise, just sit on the floor. Put your hands next to your hips and your legs out long, wherever you are. I'm sitting on the very edge of my chair. We're gonna do an exercise called horseback that normally we would do on a ladder barrel. All right? So I'm just gonna lift my booty up off the chair. It's still touching, but I can curl my spine, curl head to tail. So it's like doing cat-cow, and then come down. And exhale to curl. Lift yourself, curl your tail, press your abs in, and come down. Last one, it's oddly difficult. Exhale. And come down. All right, now I'll change my chair so you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna try to approximate a side sit up. So if you're on the ground, you'll just be here, on your chair, one foot out. This is like short box, all right? So we're just gonna go over to the side. Try to get your hand down. And come up, and then counter stretch toward the leg. And all the way over. All the way up. Use your obliques to lift you up. Last time. all the way over. You can rotate your shoulders to put both hands on the ground, and the leg, reach it back. Keep reaching it back straight. See if you can stretch this front. And then I'll come back to my side flexion, come up to sitting, and let's switch sides. Left leg out. All right. And we inhale over. And we exhale up. And inhale over. And exhale up. And inhale over. And exhale up. Last time to the side. And exhale up. Now we'll add the rotation of the shoulders. And then reach your leg back, 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 back. And try to twist your upper body. And then come back to just a side bend and up to sitting. All right, let's do a quick bit of standing work. If you need to go, it's been 20 minutes, I understand. Just give yourself a hug. Right hand on left shoulder, left on right. I'm gonna stand with my heels together in Pilates V and just bend right and forward and left and forward and right. Trying to keep my pelvis upright and my tummy engaged, but just letting the entire thoracic and cervical spine relax. Last time. Now change the cross of your arms. And let's go a little bit back. Don't go too far. You need to be able to support your extension. I'm just bending a little bit right to the back and a little bit left to the back. One more time each side. All right, just bring your arms up overhead. I'm gonna clasp them and just stretch tall. Oh, and then arms out wide to the side. Clasp your hands behind you. Please don't hurt your shoulders if you can't hold them. Just have them behind you. Don't clasp if it's gonna endanger your shoulders. And now let's do the good old forward lean. Let your arms come up and stretch there. And bring your hands down. Completely let your arms relax in front of you. Roll up. So try to get your pelvis upright, tummy engaged, and you're in about a halfway roll up. Head is relaxed. And let's just do lazy little arm circles. And then reverse your lazy little arm circles. And roll all the way up to standing. For my friend Susie, whose birthday it is, let's do a few pliés. So in your Pilates V or a small first, with your chair there to support you in case you need it. Let's just do little knee bends, keeping the heels down 4 times. It's there for you too, Rachel. And Sophia. Oh, we have so many dancers on this morning. And now let's go into a grand plie. Let your heels come up. And just stretch your inner thighs. And then come back up. And let's do the same thing in a second position. 4 little bends. 3. Last small one. And let's go into a big, big, big plie. Press those knees back over your toes. Press them back. And now I'm going to put my hands down. And let's straighten and bend 4 times here. Last time. And now pull your inner thighs, zip your powerhouse, and roll up. That's it for today, guys. There's no charge for this class. It's so short and sweet. If you feel inspired and would like to do a Venmo donation, we're at movement-center-